Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's live session. Here at Pillai Center, we're very excited to be bringing you 25 consecutive days of live chanting, community gatherings, meditation, sharing, basically experiencing the goddess and preparing ourselves for the 9 Nights of the Goddess, which is happening October 16th this month. So we are just getting rolling. We're warming up. We've got 15 days until the goddess comes to the earth plane for those 9 nights. And this is our opportunity to connect, chant, and build that relationship with her. So what's going to happen on the 9 nights? And while you're joining, please state where you're from, say hello to your community. We have Detroit so far. Hello, welcome. Please state where you're from and join our global community. It's so wonderful to have everyone. New York. All right, keep it coming. I'm going to give a little overview. UK, Florida, Trinidad. Oh my gosh, awesome. Okay, so a quick overview of 9 Nights of the Goddess and why we're here. So on October 16th, this is the time, the most powerful time of the whole year. We have lots of goddess power times throughout the year. You've probably heard of them through Pillai Center and Astroved and Dr. Pillai's talks. But this is the most powerful time, the ultimate time to be connecting with the goddess of the entire year. And we get 9, really 10 nights of this activity. And when it happens, we want to be cleared out and we want to be ready and we want to be prepared and we want to have already primed our relationship and connection with the divine feminine so that we have the most profound impact, the most profound experiences this year. And we know 2020 has been quite a ride. And Pillai Center has been adding more and more daily activities, ways to connect with community, because we know you might feel isolated. We know that there's health crisis, there's financial crisis, but when you de-stress and tune into meditation and connect with your community, literally neural networks change in your brain. Your health can be boosted. There's ways that we're facilitating here that can help you in so many different areas of your life, from financial abundance to helping your stress levels, your body, and of course, your spiritual evolution, which is Dr. Pillai's specialty. So we have, in preparation, 3 goddesses who are really present, usually very present, for the 9 Nights of the Goddess. These are the typical or the original goddesses, and those are they are Durga for the first 3 nights, Lakshmi for the second 3 nights, and Saraswati for the last 3 nights of the 9 nights, called Navratri. And Durga comes in fierce mama goddess with her weapons, riding on a lion, and she takes no prisoners. She is just destroying and killing demons as she goes. Next, Lakshmi comes in, and as we know, Lakshmi is for removing poverty, creating prosperity. So she wants to remove the demons and negativity that are preventing you from being prosperous. So we pray to her for that. And to make it really clear, the goddesses who are coming in for these 9 nights are not the benevolent, typical goddesses that you see in their kind of peaceful glory. These are the very wrathful goddesses. These are the divine feminine who are here to literally remove and destroy negativity and evil from ourselves, from our environment, from the world. So the last 3 nights are Saraswati. And she wants to remove our ignorance. She wants to remove anything that is keeping us from having the highest of all consciousness, for evolution, for creation, for wisdom, for divine intelligence, all of that. This is what Saraswati's for. And then the 10th night, it's called the Night of Victory. And this is when Chandi, the most fierce goddess, comes to the earth plane and just cleans it up. She's just finishing up anything that was left over from the other 3 goddesses. And this year, Dr. Pillai is actually going to do a live initiation on that night, which is going to be out of this world, because what this 10th night is the culmination of all the energy of the 9 nights. So this is what we have to look forward to. We have to look forward to all those 9 nights plus the Night of Victory, where it's really the culmination of the energy of the goddess coming at us for the most profound impact. So today, and all the days for the next 24 days, when we do these sessions, we'll be doing a brief introduction. We will do a little guided meditation to kind of get you settled into your space. We'll then play an audio of Dr. Pillai chanting the mantras for the goddesses I just explained, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati. This is helping us to prepare. After that, I'll ask you to share any experiences you may have, and then we'll move into some announcements from Pillai Center and Q&A on chat. So if you have any questions, just hold on to them until later, because I won't be able to see the chat until after anyway. So, and if I don't get your questions, feel free to repost them, because I do want to make sure I attend to everyone. So I didn't introduce myself. My name's Gina. My spiritual name is Lakshmi, and I'm really excited to be here with all of you tonight. Every day, there's going to be a different Pillai Center teacher who's hosting these calls. So you'll get to meet lots of them. Sominivali, Sucharita, Padma, Lalita. For now, those are the folks, the ladies who are currently hosting the next 24 nights. So let's get started. So I see lots of more chats, which is awesome. Thank you. We have the UK, we have KL, nice, New Jersey, Finland, Venezuela. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is fantastic. Canada, New Zealand, India, Bangalore. Okay, great. So go ahead and get yourself, Brazil, go ahead and get yourself into a comfortable location. This meditation is about a half hour. So just prepare yourself to remove any distractions and be present for this session. And then we'll come back to ourselves and do a little Q&A. All right, so go ahead and get yourself into a comfortable location. Turn off any distractions. Relax. Bring yourself present to this very moment. Letting go of any distractions, letting go of any thoughts that may be wanting your attention. When thoughts come, just let them pass and allow yourself to be present here and now. Take a few deep breaths, releasing. You do pranayama, or you can just do a simple inhale and exhale, telling the body that it's safe and allowing yourself to become more at ease. Now gently close your eyes. We'll quickly call upon Ganesha to remove any obstacles. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Ganesha, we ask that you please remove all obstacles for this session and for all areas of our life in which we're looking to succeed. Remove the obstacles that are seen and unseen, internal and external. Ganesha, we know that you can do the impossible and clear our path. Now, to clear the doorways of our consciousness, visualize a beam of white light entering the right eye. Feel the light entering the eye into the retina, filling the entire eyeball with brilliant white light. This light cleans up the cells, clearing away any thoughts, negativity, negative emotions, distractions from the eye, the right eye. The entire eye is filled with bright white light. Visualize a beam of light entering the left eye, entering the retina, filling the entire eyeball. Every cell in the eye is being cleansed with white light. It's removing all negativity, negative emotions, anxiety, stress. The left eye is filled with bright white light. Now visualize a beam of light entering the right ear. The light fills the ear and the entire eardrum. Again, cleansing the ear from any negativity, anxiety, negative emotions. thoughts. Visualize a beam of light entering the left ear, entering deep into the eardrum, the ear canal, removing all negativity, cleansing any negative emotions. Now both eyes and both ears are filled with brilliant white light. Visualize a beam of white light entering the right nostril. The light goes into the nostril, up into the third eye. Visualize a beam of white light entering the left nostril, breathing it all the way in, up through the canal to the third eye. Both nostrils are filled with bright white light. The light is your prana. It is life force energy. Visualize a beam of light entering the mouth. This beam of bright, purifying light enters the mouth, hitting the tip of the tongue, moving to the middle of the tongue, to the back of the tongue. The entire tongue is filled with white light, purifying the tongue. The tongue is one of the most intense organs of the entire body, holding emotions and thoughts, desires, and memories. Allow the light to purify the tongue. Now feel the light fill the entire mouth and move to the back of the mouth to the throat, the tonsil area, or just the back of the throat. Filling it with light, purifying it. Now both eyes, both ears, both nostrils, the mouth, the tongue, the throat are all filled with light. Now visualize this light penetrating into the right and left brain. Both sides of the brain, the entire brain, is filled with light. And now we're ready to receive the mantra as we've purified these doorways. Continue to keep your eyes closed if you like. You're also welcome to see the goddesses that we have here. If at all, during the meditation or the chanting, you feel like you want to look, you can do so by opening your eyes and witnessing these goddesses. We have Bala, Varahi, Lakshmi, the Sri Chakra, and Vyasadrapati, and a little Ganesha over there. So let's hear Dr. Pillai chanting. This is 20 minutes. Go as deep as you can.
Om Dhum Durgaye Namah. 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 Durgaye Namah. Om Dum 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 Durgaye Namaha. Om Dhum 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 Durgaye Namaha. Shrim Bhazi, 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 Brazil, Shrim 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 Brazil. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. 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 Om Aim Saraswati Namaha.
Now take a moment to make a prayer to each of the goddesses, Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. What is it that you'd like as a blessing from each of these goddesses? For Durga, her specialty is power, also love, protection. For Lakshmi, her specialty is beauty, and prosperity and joy. Saraswati, her specialty is arts, education, wisdom, intuition. Connect with these goddesses like they're your mother or your sister, someone you know intimately, and ask them, invite them to be part of your life every day, every moment. Let them remind you that they're there. Let them surprise you with their presence. Ask for the grace to be able to remember them every hour or even every minute. It is only through their grace that they allow us to worship them, allow us to be in their presence. So we ask for more grace to be able to have more of their presence in our lives. These goddesses can transform any area of our lives. They can rewire the brain, heal the body, bring us abundance, joy, happiness, material comforts. But only as we approach them with our love and our devotion, our offerings of ourself, our offerings of their holy names, offerings of flower and light, fruit, food, incense, water. As we offer to them, they reciprocate. They hear us. Dr. Pillai once said, ask Saraswati to give you a new brain. Ask Saraswati to rewire your brain, give you intelligence, new ideas. Ask Lakshmi to give you unlimited money, financial freedom. Ask Durga to remove your ignorance, give you power and self-esteem. We're inviting these goddesses into every cell of our body. We're inviting them into our life to clean up our messes. The 9 nights of the goddess is a time of cleaning up. What would you like cleaned up? Feel free to make a list of whatever that is. Make the list for the goddess. Each one of them. Make a list for Durga, make a list for Lakshmi, make a list for Saraswati, and then give them your list. This is what I'm asking for. So make your final prayer. And as you make your final prayer, slowly begin to come back to yourself. Taking a few deep breaths, becoming present, maybe placing some movement back into the body. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes, if you haven't already. One last look at the goddesses here. And again, if you're joining a little late, we have Vyasadrapati over here. We have Lakshmi statue. In the back behind her is the Sri Chakra Yantra. There's a picture of Varahi from the Swarna Varahi temple, and then this little statue of Varahi. We have a little Ganesha, and this is Bala Tripura Sundari. And behind me in this picture, it says the angel of abundance. So we have lots of goddesses represented. So that concludes the meditation and chanting session for the night. Now we invite you to ask any questions, or please share your experiences in chat. We'd love to know how this was for you, what you got out of it, what type of experiences you had with the goddesses tonight. And if you're making your lists, do that. Make your list. Keep it for how you're going to be participating over the next 24 days, 23 days now. So before we move into questions, but please post your experiences. We'd love to hear from you. Also, it's so inspiring for someone who is watching or listening to hear and see what type of experiences other people are having. It's very, very inspiring. So now I want to give you a few announcements from Pillai Center. On the very page that you use to maybe get a reminder for this, and where the information is for these sessions, is where Dr. Pillai will be live on this Sunday, October 4th at 11 a.m. Pacific. So you don't want to miss that. He's going to be talking again about the goddess. We think he's going to talk a little bit more about Bala, who's right here, Bala Tripura Sundari, because he hasn't talked about her very much. And it's really quite rare, in fact, that he's even doing a program around her. He's going to speak Sunday and freely on the webinar, but he's also going to incorporate her into the three main goddesses for this Navratri, which are Mother Mary, Varahi, and Bala. So very unusual that he is incorporating these three new-ish goddesses. Varahi, he really brought forward, and she came to him last Navratri, so 2019, she really forcefully came towards him and had him have experiences of her in which he started teaching about her. But and so he's going to continue, and he did declare her the goddess of 2020, a performer goddess. He's going to talk more about her, and then Mother Mary is totally new in terms of his teachings of her, which he talked a bit about last Sunday on the seminar. And he will be doing an initiation and teaching in the paid program on Mother Mary. Tomorrow, he'll talk more about Bala, Tripura Sundari, and she is also going to be one of the goddesses in the new program where he's going to give a new teaching and initiation into her. So we're really excited about all of these new things that Dr. Pillai has agreed to do. I think, between you and I think in quarantine, he's got a little more time on his hands because typically he's traveling a lot. And for me to ask him to do new programs usually takes more effort, but he's been so gracious. And so we're just so grateful for him coming on all these live sessions, doing so many he's doing live Facebooks every day almost. So you want to tune in and make sure you're subscribed to Pillai Center Facebook. And then, of course, these new programs that he's doing. So we're just going to take advantage for as long as we can with all of the new stuff that he's providing. So we hope that you'll take advantage of it as well and join these live sessions and join the programs and anything that you feel drawn to do. Okay, there's a question, where would I get the statues? Okay, so good question. So both of these statues are from Pillai Center, and this Lakshmi statue is custom made from a Pillai Center, from a reading that Dr. Pillai received. The problem is right now, the shipping is so slow. We turned off our store posts, but they're turning back on this week. So stay tuned. We'll make an announcement when the statues are ready to ship again, because with COVID, the shipments from India to the US and anywhere around the world really basically came to a crawl. So, but we will be turning them back on this week. So stay tuned. Michaeline is saying she's felt a lot of connection with the three goddesses. Fantastic. Let's see. I know there are some really good, sweet and simple, powerful and profound, informative and inspiring. Fantastic. I felt so much love from the goddesses. I love this, extremely beneficial. Awesome. Oh, and lots of thanks. Thank you for joining, and thank you for all your love and support. That's awesome. So, so what else is happening at Pillai Center? Those are the biggies. Those are the really big ones. So these daily sessions which you're joining, which is fantastic, keep doing that every night or watch the replay. The live session with Dr. Pillai on October 4th, 11 a.m. Pacific time, same location you would for where you got the information for this. Make sure you sign up for reminders. This way we can text message you or email you when we go live. This way you won't miss anything. I will be doing a live session on Streamberz. It's called Streamberz Official YouTube channel. If you haven't, please subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications when we go live. I do live videos every Friday at 11 a.m. And this Friday coming up, today I did one on the power times for October, so you can watch that and find out all the different ways to really benefit from the power times or energies of October. This coming week, the next one, which is October 9th, I hope that to have Priest Premraj give us a demonstration of an at-home ritual that we can do for the goddess. So we have our very simple setups, but the Vedic priest, which Priest Premraj is, can give us a little more insight into how to do something more official at home. Even though Dr. Pillai keeps it simple, we'll still do that, but we want to give you a proper way to do a puja and offering, and we'll have Priest Premraj on that. And then, of course, we have the sessions with Dr. Pillai. Now, when he does the session, he'll be pre-recording his program, and this is the paid program. There's 3 different ways you can participate in the paid program. There's the 3 goddesses that I mentioned, Mother Mary, Varahi, and Bala, and we'll be doing live sessions every night during the 9 nights for the paid program. The first 3 nights are Mother Mary, third 3 nights Varahi, the last 3 nights are Bala, and we'll be gathering together just like this in order to have the group synergy be more effective for our learning and our empowerment. And on the 10th night, Dr. Pillai is going live, totally live, giving I think he's doing a fire lab as well as a live initiation and teaching. And we don't know what it's going to be. Like, he's usually very spontaneous when that happens. And then also for those 9 nights, you will, the premiere version of the program, you'll receive Fire Labs with Priest Premraj. He's an English-speaking priest, been serving Dr. Pillai for many, many years, about 10 years. He will be performing live Fire Labs that we can watch. He'll talk us through it. So really, we're aiming to make the most of this power time, which of course we want to, right? Like 2020, a lot going on. Go all in with our ability to connect with the goddesses as well as do our rituals and learn and get empowered from Dr. Pillai. And then there's rituals that you can have performed on your behalf as well, which if you sign up for the program, you will get deep discounts on the rituals themselves. So first, join the program if that's what you're going to do. Next, you'll get an email with the coupons for the rituals, and then you can participate in that way too. So that's all my announcements. Let me see. I think that's it. Yeah. So those are my announcements. So let's move on to some questions. Thank you for the meditation prior to the chanting. You're very welcome, Charlotte. Can we find those mantras he does so I can still continue as I do? Yes. So I don't have them on hand. You can watch the video and grab them, but we can also upload it to SoundCloud. And I'll have that done, and then we'll post them below the video so you can get access to it. Thank you for that suggestion. What does the initiation actually entail? So when initiation is a transference, it's an energy, it's an empowerment from a living master, Dr. Pillai, to the student. And he's literally transforming our consciousness in some way or another. And there's many different ways. It's called Diksha, and there's different ways that this energy can be transferred. It can be transferred through a ritual. It can be transferred through the sight of a guru, just by looking at him or her. It can be transferred through touch. If they touch you, let's say on your third eye, it can be transferred through eyes, like their eyes to you. And then their eyes to you is one way, and then you visually looking at them is another way. It can be transferred through mantra or sound. It can be transferred through mind or teaching. So there's so many ways which this diksha, or this energy transference, this initiation can happen. And Dr. Pillai will be performing a ritual, which is the fire lab, a mantra, and teaching. So he'll be doing, and then you'll also be viewing his physical body. So basically 4 of those varieties of diksha or initiation will be intact as part of the live initiation on the night of victory. And so you can actually buy that all by itself if you want, if you don't want the teachings. But if you want the teachings and the initiation, you would go for the premiere version of the program. The program is called Return of the Goddesses. Is it possible to invite several goddesses into your life at once, or do you have to invite them one by one? No, you can invite all of them. I mean, there are so many goddesses becoming active right now, especially with Dr. Pillai's what he's been talking about for this Navratri, these primary goddesses that we did today, as well as the newish ones that he's talking about, Bala, Varahi, and Mother Mary. So yeah, you can be inviting many of them. Now, I personally like to focus in on one that's maybe more of I have a connection to, or more I just feel more natural, and then it helps to deepen that connection for me. That's how I do it. But you can, by all means, be inviting many goddesses into your life at any given time. There's a question. I want to know about the Goddess Initiation Program. What is included? Can you please say in the details? I wrote an email. Okay. I think I just answered that. If I didn't, just repost the question. But if you want the initiation, all of them from Dr. Pillai, you would go with the premier. There's basically 3 ways to participate. The essential level, which is the 3 teachings from Mother Mary, Varahi, and Bala. And there's initiations into them, but they're recorded. Then the premier version has the live initiation with Dr. Pillai on the night of victory, plus the fire labs with Premraj, Priest Premraj. So that's where you get a lot. You get more in that session, so we've bundled it together. And then if you want not none of the teachings, but if you don't want those main 3 teachings, that you just want the live initiation, you can purchase that separately too. Ritual same as the 125 prep steps. So the 125 preparation rituals are expired. You had to have registered by September 30th to do that, because we needed the full amount of days, 15 days to do the rituals for you. But you can still purchase the ceremonies, the rituals, and that's going to be performed during the 9 nights. And then this preparation is really helping you to prepare for the goddess's time. Bettina said the big one picture next to you she was dancing. Oh, this one or that one? That's the angel of abundance, and this is Bala. I don't surprise either one of them were dancing. While chanting to Saraswati, I heard a heartbeat in my ear, like a pulse of love. Oh, that's beautiful. Does the premier version include the 125 rituals? No. So that was already, you would have had to purchase that by the 30th to get those. But the premier version does include the Fire Labs with Premraj. And if you want to join any more rituals that are done for you in India, it's 30% off of the all-inclusive package when you purchase the program. Any of the programs, you'll get the same coupons, and they will allow you to get 30%, up to 30% off on your rituals. Any other questions? Oh, it's Bala. Yeah, you saw Bala dancing. Other questions? Comments? Lots of thank yous. Thank you, Nagi. Someone said, I feel like I just had a workout and I feel loved. When I asked Lakshmi to help me thrive financially, I heard multiple motorcycle roars outside for a whole minute as if it was response. Yeah, that's funny. I want to tell you a little story. I was at a temple once and I was on my knees. It was a little, like, they have main sections of the temple, and then sometimes in the temple grounds, there's other little stations. And so I was in this little station of Lakshmi, and no one else was around, and I was just, but then there was walls outside of the main, for the main, separating us from the outside. So I was sitting, it was dark, and I was kneeling down, and I was praying, and I was like, I just want a sign. I want to know if you hear me, because I feel like I'm constantly praying to you, and I don't know what's happening. And then I heard like a boom. Like in India, lots of noise happens. And I was like, it was like a boom somewhere. And I was like, and then I literally said, I'm like, that could have been anything. There's lots of noises that always happen. I really, really want a sign. And as soon as I thought that, like a huge boom, boom happened right outside the temple wall. And I was like, okay, I get it. Like, you heard me, you're here. And sometimes we just need that affirmation. We just need to know they're listening. It's like, we're in this bubble. I feel like I'm in this bubble, and it's like, I can see pictures of you, but I don't really know how often you're hearing me, or can I touch you? I can't touch you. Like there's just this illusion of the world around us that we don't see through the veil to what the divine is and what they're doing and how they're helping us. So yeah, sometimes we just need affirmations, and it's okay to ask. It's okay to ask for that. So I really enjoyed my experience that day, and I'm glad you're having experiences as well. Lakshmi Big Bang. Yeah, I hope so, Thank you. All right. So there's a question, even though they expired, what were the 125 rituals? So lots of times Supply Center at Master Bed does preparation rituals, and it's basically an early bird thing. So you could order by a certain date in order to get a bunch of preparatory rituals that happen before the actual event. In this case, all these preparatory rituals are happening before October 15th, 16th, when when Navratri happens. So just keep an eye out when we say preparatory rituals or in the early bird, just look out for that, because that means you're going to get the best opportunity. You're going to get more for your money. Like these are bonus, they're free. We're just giving them to you if you enroll by a certain date. So you want to keep your eyes open for those types of things. I really like them. I always make sure, unless I totally space out or forget, I always make sure I get my bonus rituals, because why not? You're paying the same amount. You might as well just do it a couple weeks early and get more. So that's what they are. When is the teachings during the 9 nights, day or night times? It's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific time for the 9 nights, starting on October 16th. So these are 6 p.m. These are still going to happen. So if you can't join any of the paid programs, stick around here. You're going to get all your free stuff. But those of you who want to join the paid programs, the Fire Labs with Primraj will start at 6 p.m. So you won't be able to do both. But those of you, and that's in the Premier program. And then, so the Primraj Fire Labs are from 6 to 7 p.m. Pacific. And then the teachings with Dr. Pillai starts from 7 p.m. And usually it's an hour to 2 hours, depending on how many questions people have. But we'll be reviewing the content of what Dr. Pillai gave together, so it's more powerful. And we'll be doing the meditation together, so it's more powerful. And then the teacher, probably myself, maybe some other teachers, we'll be giving you a little summary of like what to do and really at-home practice for every night. It'll be an intensive 9 nights, but we really want you to make the most of it. So that's why we're going to give the summary of what you should be doing, pull out some key teachings, reiterate them for you, and really just help you absorb and consume and engage with the teachings from Dr. Pillai. Juliet says, thank you very much. The energy is amazing. Yes, it is. So make sure you tune in every night, folks. Any other questions, comments, sharing? Happy to stick around a little while longer. Of course, it's Friday night in the US, so we're getting the double benefit of a Friday, which is a goddess day, to enjoy these benefits. So I'll tell you another story. The other day, the full moon, I did an abhishekam, which is a hydration of this statue. This is the Lakshmi, my Lakshmi statue. And I did the water, I poured the milk, and then I was putting flowers on her. And I was just kind of placing them on different places. And then one of them stuck to her nose, literally the end of one of them, and it went over to the lotus here, and it looked like a lot of the goddesses, and you'll see them here, have the nose rings with a chain to their ear. And I thought, oh my gosh, how beautiful, how interesting. And I kept gently putting more flowers on her. I didn't really want to mess it up. And then I left it sit for like an hour. And then I had other pujas to do. I went and I started rinsing her because she was still having milk on her. I went to rinse her and it didn't move. Like this flower was still there. And I'm like, oh, Lakshmi wants her nose ring and adornments. So that's what the goddesses do. Sometimes they give us messages, and this is what you want to look out for. Just kind of like the big one from the temple that I meant mentioned, but also little ones, right? Like you don't have to be in India in a temple to get a message. You want to be connecting with them on a regular basis. And here she is. I just love this statue. Here she is, and she's, you know, custom made and handmade, all that stuff, 5 metals. And then this is a really great way. Dr. Pillai says the statues are a great way to touch and hold and have a 3-dimensional experience. Remember how we were saying, you know, we don't know, I don't know, like where they are, how they're interacting with us. But with a statue, you really get the experience of that 3-dimensional, at least for the moment while you're touching them, that they're there with you. Can you show us how to do the food offering? Okay, so I don't have food with me. Apologize for that. But what you would do is if you have like a piece of fruit or some candy or anything like that, this is water. You take a little bit of water, let's say in the right hand, your ring finger, and place it onto the offering. And then with your right hand, offer the food. And you can just hold it up to their mouth, right? You can hold it up to their mouth. For example, every night we cook a little pudding. It's a rice with milk and sugar, basically, and cardamom in it, and we feed it to them. So you just hold it up to them and let them take it. And then if you have, or you can have like chocolate, and in which case you can put it up to their mouth or just put it in front of them, and they absorb the essence of that. And then here's the other little statue I have. This is Varahi. And I have, my story around her is I was at the Pillai Center Astrovid Remedy Center the day I was leaving India. We were like escaping COVID on March 6th. But I was having to wrap up and do a lot of work. I had to pick out different products and stuff that we were going to sell. And I was like, oh, I don't have a Varahi. So there was all these Varahi statues on you probably saw the picture of the really big 6-foot statue of Varahi that we have there. And these little Varahis were sitting in front of her being energized for like 45 days. So I said, oh, are there any that weren't purchased? I'd like to buy one. And they said, yeah, there was one. So the person I was with picked it up and handed it to me. Now I had touched malas and statues, all kinds of different things. And I touched this little tiny statue and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just felt this whole wave of energy come over me from this little tiny statue. And she is just super powerful. So this is Varahi. And Dr. Pillai talked about Varahi a lot this past year, that she can bring us protection. She's quick to take action. She's a performer. And it really is true. If you've had any experience with Varahi, if not, give it a try. You can just say her name, Om Varahi Namaha. You can say Om Shreem Brazi Varahi. And we actually have a program already for Varahi. But if you're interested in a program, I would just do the new one, whatever Dr. Pillai is going to do for Navratri. But she's definitely a powerhouse, this one. That's Varahi. Any other questions? If we have statues at home, should we rinse it in with water daily? Yes, you can. So if you have a statue or yantras, you can just rinse them. It's like a quick hydration ceremony. You don't even have to use milk if you don't have the time. Sometimes I just take my statue or my yantra and I literally run it under water and say the mantra a few times and then dry it and put it back on my altar. Can we cook rice, sugar, and milk together? We can cook rice, sugar, and milk together. It's called kheer. Yeah. Yep. Question, when you first started chanting Shri Mrzi inwardly, did you have any trouble with pronouncing it in your head? Is it more about vibration when you do it internally? I don't personally have a issue with the pronunciation. I don't think I do. I have pronunciation issues with most mantras, but Shri Mrzi to me is pretty straightforward because it's just B-R-Z-E. It's like it literally is how it looks. In terms of vibration, if you chant outwardly, you're creating more of an outward vibration, a physical vibration. The more you get quieter and quieter, it becomes more still. It becomes more atomic, a smaller unit. And that's where it starts to go deeper. So it's fine if you're pronouncing it or chanting it outwardly, or if you're chanting it inwardly. Either way, and either one is totally fine. Melba said, the other day I was asking for a sign and asked to make it clear what exactly I would learn or get from signing up. I noticed that the second the video went live, I got so excited and happy. Awesome. Aw, that's very sweet. Thank you, Melba. Can they all be on the same altar? Yes. I have one altar. The only time Dr. Pillai has us, like if you have more wrathful gods or goddesses, you can put them on a separate place, but we won't get into that. Should we be vegetarian daily to do daily pujas? No, Dr. Pillai doesn't require people to be vegetarian. Thank you, Serveo from Brazil. Can they be on your personal ancestor altar? I don't have a personal ancestor altar, so I don't know what that's like. I would keep your ancestors separate. It's a different energy. One more question is the initiation about mantra sadhana, like how it's done in Tantra yoga or of the goddess, or is it initiation for some other purpose? Typically, it's for mantras, and typically Dr. Pillai gives an initiation into a mantra, which means that mantra is now empowered by the master and the guru, which means it has more of an impact. You can do a mantra just by reading it, right? But when you receive the mantra from the guru, it carries with it an empowerment that makes it more active, more useful, more powerful in your life and in your practice. I hope that answers your question. That's when you get vibration from your womb with bright lights. Yeah, so Dr. Pillai talked about the womb chakra last week with talking about Mother Mary and the womb chakra, which is one of the things he's going to be talking about in the program that he'll be teaching. We're going to get the statues. So the statues they're from Pillai Center. You can search on there. I think our store posts are still turned off, but hopefully we're going to reactivate them this week because of the COVID situation with shipping. So it includes bija mantra initiation of the goddess. I don't know yet what he's going to record, so I can't speak exactly, but typically, yes, he does the mantra, the goddess mantra, and that will be part of the initiation. So it's really, quite powerful to have an initiation from a living master. Someone's asking about the package. The essential package, if you purchased remedies, you would have gotten the bonus rituals. If you didn't purchase remedies, you didn't get the bonus rituals. That's how it works. All right. Any last questions? We'll go ahead and wrap it up. If I missed any, just repost them because I'm trying to make sure I capture all of your questions here. And be sure to tune in tomorrow, same time, same place. Tell your friends. Lots of people are having great experiences. We want you to keep doing that. We want you to use this time to be relieved of stress and anxiety, to really connect with the goddess, to heal your body, mind, spirit, and have this become alive for you so it can be transformative like it has been in so many people's lives and for many of you. Someone's asking, I don't rinse my yantra daily. Is it okay? It's fine. It's fine. Try to do it maybe once a week, let's say Fridays or Mondays, kind of goddess days. That would be wonderful. Someone's asking how to become a teacher. Well, my story with Dr. Pillai and Pillai Center is that I just hung around for a really long time. I didn't go away. And he empowered me to become one of his teachers. And then allowed me to work for him. And so I feel very grateful and very honored. And what I did was volunteer. I started by volunteering my time. Just give me anything to do, clean the house, work at the events, create a program online, anything that I could do, I did. And that's how you get to kind of evolve. And this is like just a principle in life, and especially in spirituality, is if you give selflessly, you'll get back many more times. But don't do it in order to get back something in return. Do it because you want to. Do it from your heart. And if anyone is interested in volunteering, write to volunteer@pillaicenter.com. Volunteer@pillaicenter.com. You'll want to include what you would like to do and what you're good at, so that we could find something for you to do. Can a pregnant lady perform Tarpanam? I believe the answer is yes. I believe I asked Dr. Pillai that once. Yes. If you didn't get the remedies, is it okay? Yes. You do whatever's within your budget and what works best for you. That's why we're also going to be teaching you some at-home things. But I like to do the remedies because the specialists in India are doing like 13 different goddess, however many rituals are being performed. So I just like to have that done on my behalf. But you do what's in your budget. That's the bottom line. When I say mantra, put my hand on my womb, it makes it tingle. Yes. Yes. So you could, that's your energy. That's your chakra getting activated. So great. All right, folks, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being amazing. All of your energy contributed to everyone else. We had about 150 people today, and you all made a big difference by being present. Please show up tomorrow, the next day, and the next day, until the end of Navratri. We love you. We're sending you all the peace, blessings, and abundance you could possibly contain, and we will see you soon. Show up to Dr. Pillai's webinar, 11 a.m. Pacific time on Sunday, October 4th, and I will see you there. Namaste.